Maneva na sema PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV de osia dem yopo.
Made to we Ghanaians. And the minuti hey, nobody is asking about the promises for 8 years. We are talking about a government that came in a Abebo Besia over 1.2 trillion. We are talking about a Bank of Ghana that is basically writing off bad debt. Omankasa apprentice 60 billion and then almost 48 billion. We are talking about a Bank of Ghana government who is a criminal, a thief, with his colleagues at the Bank of Ghana. We are talking about a president, he and his family are taking advantage of us, from PDS to Ejapa to everything. We have so much things to talk about. We have so many things to be concerned about. Today as we speak, we are talking about a problem, a generational problem that was solved, Freddy Dumso, in 2015. 2016, that was done. It was solved by John Dramani Mahama, bringing in car power, bringing in all the plants. And Mary, we all saw it. Today, Dumso is back. These are serious stuff. People are losing money. Businesses are folding up and leaving the country. The rate of unemployment is going up. We have lots and lots of things to talk about. But this is the situation where people are more concerned about, without due respect to the family of John Kuma, that why don't we spend all our time on John Kuma's death? Because there's rumors going out to say the NPP, they have poisoned John Kuma, and John Kuma has passed on. He's dead. And so we have to stop everything that we're doing and concentrate on John Kuma as Seminole. I can tell you on authority, the things we know as Loud Silence Media and myself, if we decide to discuss it, it's going to cause a lot of pain in the heart of some people we have not even met before. And it's very important to say, sometimes let's sit back and ask ourselves, how did we get here as a nation? And without due respect to a few people who have spoken on this John Kuma's death, sometimes you might think people are being too mean. Sometimes why do you might say, Ebi mo hamutimwe din papa. Na John Kumewu. Na de na okansa nsemono. Ade na okansa ma ya. It is not their fault. It is not their fault because how did we get here for Ghanaians today as we speak, when even people die, especially a politician dies, we don't feel anything, not for the dead, but for the people or the kids or family they left behind. It is because the NPP as a political party for some time now, almost say Ghana politics. The NPP deliberately, they have brought us here. That is why people who are supposed to be kind-hearted, people who are supposed to be people who love each other, love people, unconditional love, people who believe in brotherness and whatever, today they are so bitter. And they are not bitter because their life is not going on well. They are bitter because they are bitter because some politicians in the NPP consistently build some kind of pain and anger in the hearts of some Ghanaians. And the people who are today who are feeling that pain are people like John Kuma, his family, and the rest. I don't want to discuss John Kuma's wife and what she went to do at Asase. It is her own problem. Whatever she went to do there, I don't think she's a kid or a penini. The reason why she went to Asase to do what she did. So I'm not going to go there, because if I decide to delve into what I know and what this platform we know, it is not going to hurt you. It is going to hurt somebody who at the end of the day has not offended you. But this gentleman's death is painful. Hey, yeah. If you ask me, then I can tell you, I am part of the people who are saying he was poisoned, and he was poisoned. It's fact. But how did we get here that a young man at this age dies, and some people, majority of the people are angry? And do you know, majority of the people who are angry with John Kuma are not angry with John Kuma as a person. They are angry with the political party that enshrined that in our politics. People are angry with the NPP as a political party that consistently decided, say, they will infiltrate our politics with these kind of petty, painful, filthy kind of politics. Yeah, this say or mine. So today, when people are speaking against John Kuma and people are peeved and are angry towards politicians. DNA first a politician, our several crew, as Sebu Asamatono. Obia Okama Befasu Bebu. DNA first say, oh, he served the nation well. Baby Okona na Onko, or then Asebu Okusha Nyame. This is what he did. Let's look at it. This is his mistakes. Maybe we get another politician to correct it. DNFA. But people have gotten over that. People have gotten to that point where the kind of politics that NPP created here from 2008 and another Dankwa Akuffo Addo stepped in to become president by all means. That is what has made Ghanaians, they don't feel pain again. Among for a yao eni omumubiem. People are angry within, not because they are angry with John Kuma to the point where they are John Kuma and Obianye Bidao. We have seen politicians who are worse than John Kuma. And I'll not sit on my platform. Without due respect to John Kuma, wherever he is, I'll not sit on my platform. I've done scandals on John Kuma before. It does not mean, say, John Kuma is my enemy. But there are politicians who have done worse than John Kuma. So we can't also sit here and say John Kuma is Jesus. We can't do that. But when people you could see in the system, when the anger towards John Kuma, so let's now realize, someone say, where did this start from? Why are we here today? Why are people today in Ghana? Today they don't feel any pain. They don't feel pain because the NPP as a political party, we're all in this country. We saw things like these. There was a president, John Atta. This man is an honorable man. I'm not saying he was an honorable man. He is an honorable man because today, wherever you mention John Atta's name, people are like, may he so rest in peace, because he served honorably. And whatever he did today is reflecting in the lives of Ghanaians. This man, at a point, in our politics, we had not seen anything like that before. Without due respect, now you say JJ Rollins, the president, no, he was sick at a point. J.A. Kufuor, you people know, he was sick at a point. But at that point, Ghanaians understood politics and knowing who a Ghanaian is and having sympathy or empathy on people at every single time. At a point in Ghana politics, when Atta Mills became president, then another Dankwa Akuffo Addo and the MPP sanko forway. Another Dankwa Akuffo Addo and the MPP, they started to build something. They made pain, a national pain. They made mockery out of it, all because of greed and power. The Akuffo Addo NPP way deliberately made mockery out of people. They wanted people to die. They sold an idea to people, say every politician that does not belong to their group is supposed to be dead, and that we have to jubilate. It has to be something. Before JJ Rollins brought us to the Fourth Republic, we had corrupt politicians. But we never got to that point whereby Ghanaians did not feel pain for their fellow Ghanaians. But Akuffo Addo stepped into Ghana politics, where he decided to do everything, just do everything to be president. That thing we carried as Ghanaians, that thing that made us different from Nigerians, that thing that makes us different from Burkinabes, that thing that makes us different from Malians, Togolese, the thing that makes us Ghanaians. Nana Addo Dankwa Akuffo Addo, when he stepped into our political arena, he took that from us. The sympathy, the love, the respect for human lives, the respect for after death. Nana Addo Dankwa Akuffo Addo and his group of NPP forward, they stripped Ghana of empathy, sympathy, and togetherness. So Ghana got to a point where we became so numb that Akuffo Addo treated to the point whereby people started not to feel for each other or their brothers and sisters. While jubilation in Kumasi over Mel's death near to Kumah, and we all know, let us not cover things up. Obia oyeni pabonini awuno oyeni pabonini. Obia oyeni papa awuno oyeni papa. So I will not sit here and force you to give somebody oyeni pabonini credit for things he did not do. I'm not going to do that, because Sebio Ende, if I die today, there are people who are going to have issues with me and they have the right to speak on it. And they are going to have people who basically love me and they will speak on that. So I cannot control that. It is after you die, what people will say, and then the bet show or brow bebo was so. it got to this point where NPP to me infiltrate Ghana could do point me ma Sebio the stronghold of the NPP but Jane say so your NDC new krana say Sebio or the okra atwama Ghana you need to die. Where on earth do you see people jubilate? Someone say Daily Post a post say the president of the republic. We saw all these things in Ghana. At Tamil Sewu, people were jubilating in Kumasi. John Kuma said when I go for some Muyaba. And I'm telling you, may I have lots to say, but I will not say it today when it comes to the John Kuma's issue. No, I will not do it. We wait for the right time and we will speak on them. You see, we are not supposed to do this. Now, who read this story now? This is what the story said those times. In an act that is unbecoming of the NPP and which is un-Ghanaian, supporters of the Mate Mehon party in Kumasi last Saturday, June 16, 2012, went wild with jubilation when rumors that President Mills has been taken ill ended with another rumor that he was dead. Some of the supporters who jubilated, realizing that their actions was un-Ghanaian, chose to confine their jubilation to their respective homes. Some, however, were so ecstatic that they threw caution to the word and went out to jubilate. Daily Post scouts in the Garden City says some people dashed to drinking bars to celebrate the alleged death of the president, while others celebrated by going around blowing horns of their vehicles. And this is what happened. And say, oh yeah, Ghana ni now catch them say asma mika we NCA. You don't want to be truthful. You don't want us to get to that realization. Say yena ya baby druha. Imbrebi John Evans Atamels may so rest in peace. Now oyare oko abruchiri ekosa an hoyare. News broke out in the Ashanti region. People were jubilating. You were near ho. Not taxi drivers bomb my bank. Pin the nyamiasio pin. Na bieba se bonyum amanfo pia bontene. Obie ni age adan ya say Atamils or president no we. Some group of people who belong to the NPP were brainwashed to the point where they just didn't want to see even their president alive. Politics. Na mini anama santifoni bigana fo bebre. They didn't even want to see their president who is serving them. One of the honorable presidents we've had in our republic. Serving them. Na omon pempo. Amanfo puba bontene ebe saye. Eko rabia ba. Taxi drivers no mo ball ma beng. Sa time na anko fo dodo we nyina no 1992 no mo tiase. Ko fo be di ade no mo tiase. Adenti na ye hu sa ade ni bi. Because a group of politicians or more MPP when they started building that day no at the two Ghana for between.
I'm not PENDREAM TV. Now so far so good. Say open online portal le Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.